Hello, today we're going to be talking about how to solo farm with Shaman and get a decent item find. Now, usually I farm around 80 to 110 gold per hour with my build. So how it works is for your items, you want to use item find luck. Preferably you want to have the third stat wisdom. Fourth stat you want to have crit or haste. Crit is technically better, since your plague sword and your cannon house is gonna give you high haste, and critical makes you double your damage, so you're gonna do faster DPS. But haste works too, or max damage, or stamina, whatever, because Gloom Fury isn't gonna drop biz every time. So yeah, so basically you equip this. Now, as for your stats, so you see I have 396 IF. Now, I put all my points into wisdom. This is goes for any class. You just put them on full bloodline. You put it in luck, your DPS is too low and you get not enough damage to kill the mobs fast enough. As for your build, this is the build I use: Rev 5, Decay 5, Cannon 5, Soul 5, Plague 5. You can switch this around. You don't need Rev 5 all the time. You can like switch it like this. You can take away some Cannon Howl if you prefer to have more mana. I just like it this way because sometimes I want to get ganked. As for mana, I just use, blue marble or mana potions. And as for your other charms, you use the Toot Skull. You could also use Ship Pennant or Egg or, a little bit, whatever. The only time you might want to change things a bit up is, maybe something like this. Like for Remember's Cleanse is when you like farm spots of Gloomy Mages, but I can't do that right now since they're 50 HS. Which brings into my next point, where to farm. Most of the time you just want to farm these white spots, like the white skulls. Those are spots meant for endgame solo hellspawn farming. They're usually around like 7 to 10 hellspawn stacks. I think it's actually 6 to 10, but I'm not entirely sure. So they're meant to be farmed solo to give you decent IF. Green ones are the easy ones. If you your gear is really crap, the green ones are like super safe. They're only like 3 to 5 or 6 stacks usually with a low mob density. But the white ones are usually where you want to farm. The yellow ones are for group farming, so you don't want to go there solo, unless you're like a shaman and trying to one hit. Now 10 stacks is usually the best, but it is what it is. The spots change every day, so like you just open your map, like see this spot, this spot, this spot, this spot, this spot. They're all good, but some have higher level mobs, some lower levels. For example, this might be a higher level spot here, but I'm not gonna walk all the way over there right now. Yeah, I'm just sitting at orcs right now, and so it's definitely good to know. Like mentally, you just have a mental note on where the high density mob spots are. There is a map made by Pog, if you know that one. You can go check that one out. It has a map that shows high density spots. It's also my info server, I think. I have to link there at least. Anyway, so how you're gonna farm is you're first gonna pop up your rev. You don't have to, of course. You start decaying the mobs, and basically all you do is walk in circles. And I would recommend walking sideways, because if you walk straight forward like this, they're usually gonna daze you. Like, see, I just got dazed there, and then I'm gonna move way slower. But if you walk sideways, they don't daze you, because like the area needed to daze you is like behind you. And you just basically pop your canine, your skull, and then you get to work. It'd be good to have a pet, because the mobs, they do actually sort of like die properly in a way fashion, but since as a shaman you don't kill everything at the same time, you sort of have to walk and loot. It gets a bit harder. I'll open my GPH here. And yeah, basically you just want to walk sideways all the time and just keep spamming your decay, your soul harvest. Jesus, I hate that bug. And you make sure your revitalizes up in case you get hit or something. And here, just walk in circles. Boom, we're getting gold. Nice. Now, sometimes you may get a lot of fundos and Amaris, sometimes you get none. It really depends all up to the game. Now, right now the gold meter isn't stable because you just started killing things. And I got 2.6, I think, because I had like 10 silver earlier for like this one wave. This is not the best. The other day I had the spot here, the spider spot, with 10 health spawn stacks. It gave around like 3.6 per wave, so it's like 1 more gold. So having the mobs have 10 health spawns is definitely a lot better. And yeah, so that's basically how you gold farm with the Shaman. With item find solo. It's quite simple actually. So that's why most people right now are also running Shamans to gold farm solo, because simple, you don't have to deal with dumb teammates who, you know, don't know how to play the game, and you tell them how to play the game, they still don't know how to play the game. Or you're just not having enough people to farm. Obviously, you're gonna need an item find build to get more gold out of it. You can do it without an item find build, but I don't think it gives like 3 times something less gold or so. I don't know. I haven't really tested it. Let's just kill it a second time for measurement till I get the gold counter up again, because the gold counter is gonna go down automatically. It stabilizes at around after 5-6 rounds. Because the more data it has, the easier it is for it to sort of calculate how much gold you're getting per hour. This spot should technically be an 80 G per hour right now, I think, for me. At least it seems like it. And yeah, another thing to notice, if you're getting ganked, or you see someone incoming, you can also quickly switch your gear. The only thing you want to pay attention to though is, if you switch your gear, okay, so I switch back to my DPS gear, my IF will drop to low again, and I switch back to my high IF gear. If those mobs are not newly spawned, they will remember your lowest item find. So that was to prevent gear swapping. So like, say I was hitting this mob over here. Hit it right now. I gear swap to my DPS, or my PvP gear, not really my DPS. Because I'm in PvP gear now, I have 132 IF. I switch back. Did I switch back properly? Yes, I didn't. Here, it doesn't remember your... It only remembers your lowest item find, it doesn't remember your highest, it doesn't switch back to that. So you want to make sure you don't do that. And that's how to solo farm as a shaman. You get around 80 to 100 G per hour if you have a good build like mine. Like, this are my stats. I have a good hammer, also a good armlet. I have been +7 on my hammer though. This one isn't as good because no wisdom, but you know, it's whatever. Yeah. And basically I also remember to go full bloodline. And that's how you solo farm a shaman. Have fun. See ya.